All right, we're back. Another Big Ten matchup. I think I got like two more Big Ten matchups. That ends my season before the conference championship game. So I'm just gonna go with the regular away jerseys.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, a team ready to put on a show. Taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try to pop the draw. Hard running there. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target down the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day one install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Leaves it with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. He's looking to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Quarterback gets the 1st down. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the 1st down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice 3rd down conversion by the quarterback.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defense really needed that opening drive, man. They've given up some yards. The offense has gained some momentum, but nice job in their own territory. Backed up. What do? They get after the quarterback and force the predictable passing 3rd and long situation.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
Yeah.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Pulls it in. It's Tracy. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Off play action on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Here's a heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Taylor. There he goes. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this guy just stays on a roll. He's been getting to quarterbacks and making life really, really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is at on every single snap.
And the Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tracy. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Oh, he tosses it back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Powell. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like, spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Wants to fire on second down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far.
The game I thought was going to be happening against Michigan State, I'm getting it against Minnesota. Or I might just be overthinking this game. I don't know.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Now the play fake.
Oh, that.
Escapes the sack. He'll pull it down and run. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Back to pass. It's Lindsey. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The Golden Gophers will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Turner.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the 3rd possession is the charm. They'll give it to the back. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the ground with the back. Follows a good block there. Picks up 3s out to the 9. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. He's already thrown 1 pick, and look, he might get it together, but it seems like he's a little fouled up in his mechanics. A lot of things coming off his back foot.
Yeah, and you want to get those feet set and in the ground. Once you start to drift, that ball, when you throw it, is going to drift. So he's just got to iron in, get those feet set, stay square every time he throws the football so he can be a little bit more accurate, stop making some of these bonehead plays.
It'll be 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. A strike downfield. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
The Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They're going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Muscling ahead on third and short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football.
Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Well, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the run, it's Turner. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. He'll start this drive going to the air. He turns that loose down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Wyoming is ahead in this one, but there's still time on the clock, and unless Josh Allen puts on that Pokes uniform again, this could stay tight. They're up by 4 over Fresno State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. The give to the tailback. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. With the catch, it's Powell. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Douglas. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew in the zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And yes, he's in the end zone for the touchdown.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. A very efficient.
I was struggling in the 1st quarter, but
and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
got to see how. I ain't gonna count nothing
and
out.
He'll just take a knee in this drive.
So they get the ball back.
The Minnesota
They get the ball back at the half. So
there's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Makes the catch. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
I didn't realize I ain't had no more timeouts. That's okay.
half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at the bank there in the Twin Cities.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grab behind the line, it's Turner. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. This quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Now on 2nd down. They'll try the counter. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Back to throw. It's Lindsey. Rushes on him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Power football with the run. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grab in the backfield. It's Blake. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Wants to throw on first down. Puts it out of the air. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The play action fake. Under fire. He's going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Looking to buy time. He throws one to the left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. Punt is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
The Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to the ground game on the left. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Ooh, that boy's got you holding your breath every time he runs the football. So elusive, so fast. He scrambles around, buys time. A throws an incompletion, but every incompletion even looks good because he's so exciting to watch.
It's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense. And that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That changes the sequence. Like, you think first and goal, maybe I can pound this several times, and now you get the loss. Now you got to rethink things a little bit. Do I want to throw the football now? Do I feel comfortable even running the ball?
And it'll be a touchdown. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. The Wolverines have come into hostile territory and made a statement so far today. But if I know this coach, he's telling this group, we haven't accomplished anything until that clock hits zeros. They're trailing by just 4 to Michigan. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Split backs here. They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Now, anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
Looking downfield on first down. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
So, in the first quarter, it seemed like this was going to be a challenging game, but yeah.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking for space. It's Turner.
Like, they still trying to run the ball. Like, I don't understand that.
Again, no running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
I don't know if they're trying to catch me off guard.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. To the air, it's Lindsey. Hauls it in. Turning it on. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
On first down from their own 22. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He's got an open man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
He's got his man. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now. Here's second and long. The give on the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
We'll give the defense credit there. On third down, it almost looked like they were expecting the screen. They gave up a few yards, but not enough for a first down. Now they've got a chance to get off the field.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward.
Breaks into the open. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer.
He's taking advantage of the other running back being injured.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle. It's Coleman. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his 2nd sack here today.
Seriously? Was that even a play? Are you even paying? It's scared I'm leaving the city if y'all don't score.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Oh, man.
Just happened. Seriously, was that even a play?
Come already.
And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll go back to work on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or would you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
They'll run play action. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here.
Ah.
He dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And how about that? The mindset of the offensive coordinator. You got a really big lead. You're sitting really pretty, but I think this is just about rubbing your nose in it and trying to make bigger plays down the field. But the defense finally got a stop, and they need some more of those and some big plays to get back in this game.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. First and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. With that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
First snap in the red zone on this drive. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Immediately fires to the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Give up some yardage. They've given up some plays. No big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Buying some time. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Wyoming is ahead in this one, but there's still time on the clock, and unless Josh Allen puts on that Pokes uniform again, this could stay tight. They're up by 8 over Fresno State. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll leave it with the lone back.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. Cradles it at the 35. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. And I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted, number 19. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was...
My quarterback beat the Russian record. One more game until the conference championship.